welcome to your sleep story. I'm so glad you're here tonight. Whatever this day was, however long it felt, however much it held, it is behind you now, completely behind you. You made it through, and that is everything. So let's begin. Before I take you anywhere tonight, I want to count you down from 10 to 1. And as I count, I want you to allow yourself to sink just a little deeper into wherever you are right now. Feel the weight of your body. Feel what is beneath you, holding you. And with each number, just let go a little more. 10. Allow your eyes to close. Gently, completely. There is nothing you need to see right now. 9. Feel your shoulders and let them drop as far as they want to go. 8. A slow breath in through the nose. 7. And all the way out. 6. Your hands. Feel them opening. Whatever you've been holding today, you can put it down now. 5. Your jaw is soft. Your face is soft. 4. Your legs are heavy, warm. 3. You're drifting, not asleep yet, but moving that way. 2. The day is behind you, completely and entirely behind you. 1. And now, tonight's sleep story, the relaxation. Before we go anywhere, I want to stay here with you for a moment. Just here, just now, because this moment, this exact moment right now, where you are lying in the quiet, deserves a little attention, a little kindness. Take a breath in for me, from the very bottom of the belly. Good, and let it go. And as you breathe out, I want you to imagine that everything you were carrying today, every worry, every unfinished thought, every heavy thing is just leaving with that breath, just drifting away. You don't have to solve anything tonight. You don't have to figure anything out. You don't have to be anything other than exactly what you are right now. A person who deserves rest. A person who deserves sleep. Because you do. You really do. Whatever happened today, whatever was hard, whatever felt heavy, you made it through. You are here. And that is enough. That is more than enough. You are safe. And you are here. Bring your awareness gently to your feet now. Just notice them and allow them to soften. The toes uncurling, the arches releasing. All the small held tension of the day simply letting go. Let that softness travel upward, through the calves, through the knees, the thighs. All of it warm, all of it heavy, all of it resting now. Your lower back, your hips. Allow yourself to feel the surface beneath you taking your weight completely, fully. You don't have to hold yourself up anymore. The earth has you. The market has you. The belly soft. The chest soft. The heart beating steadily as it always has, as it always will. Your shoulders dropping, your arms heavy and warm, your hands open and still, the neck long and loose, and your face, let the jaw go. Let the forehead smooth. Let the eyes be completely still behind their lids. There you are, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, completely soft, completely warm, completely at rest. You've done beautifully. Now, let me take you somewhere the merchants have gone, and the lanterns are low, and the spices are still in their sacks, and their jars, and the air is the most fragrant air in the world, and the market is breathing after its long day. Come with me. The city, a city at the crossroads, the old world crossroads, not a metaphor, the actual crossing of the roads that connected east to west, north to south, for 2,000 years. The city where the caravan stopped, where the goods were traded, the silk, the gold, the cotton, the porcelain, the spices, always the spices, the city that existed because of the spices, that was made wealthy by the spices, that built its mosques and its caravanserais and its hammams from the money that the spices made. The old city, its Medina, the walled old city, within the walls, the souks, the covered markets, the market streets, each one for a different trade. The tanners, the leather workers, the metal workers, the dyers, and the spice market, the souk el Atarin, the market of the spice merchants, the market of the perfume dealers, the market that is the most sensory of all the markets, the last merchant. His name is Hamid. He is the last to leave. Every evening, he is always the last. This is known by everyone in the market. Hamid is the last. He locks his stall at 8 or 9 or 10, depending on the day. He is 67. He has been in this stall for 40 years. Before him, his father, for 35 years before that. Before his father, his grandfather, the Hamid family stall, in the souk el Atarin, for 75 years, perhaps more, the records uncertain. The stall, corner position, the best position, the position that gets the most foot traffic, the most visibility, the position that Hamid's grandfather negotiated long ago, that the family has held ever since. Hamid locking the stall. Tonight, the heavy lock, the shutters closed. He walks away down the souk lane, his footsteps on the stone getting quieter, disappearing into the Medina. The stall behind him closed, the market behind him still, the smell, the market after the last merchant leaves, the smell still completely here, the merchant's gone, the smell not gone, the smell impossible to contain, impossible to take away. When the merchant leaves, the spices stay in their sacks, in their jars, in the wood of the stalls, in the stone of the floor, in the walls of the souk, in the fabric of the covered roof. The spices, releasing, always releasing, whether the market is open or closed, whether the merchants are here or not. The smell is the market's own, not the merchant's. The smell has been in this covered lane for as long as the market has been here. The saffron, the most expensive spice in the world, the dried stigmas of the crocus flower, each stigma hand-picked, tens of thousands, for 1 gram of saffron. The golden threads in the glass jars, their smell, warmed, slightly metallic, honeyed, the saffron and the cumin, the earthy, slightly bitter, warmed, cumin, the spice of North Africa, of the Middle East, of the Indian subcontinent. The cumin that is in every kitchen in this city, in every tagine, in every pot. The cumin and the cinnamon, the sweet, warmed, woody, the cinnamon that came from Sri Lanka, from the bark of the cinnamon tree, dried into quills, into sticks. Their smell, that is also the tea, that is also the bun, that is also December and the rose water that Hamid sells in its bottles, dark glass, the rose water that is used in the pastries, in the baklava, in the emhansha, in the cooking of this city, the rose water that smells of 1,000 roses distilled into a bottle, all of it here in the air of the market after the last merchant leaves. The SOUQ, the covered lane, the souk, its roof, the lattice of wood and straw that filters the light during the day, that creates the dappled pattern on the stone floor, the light through the lattice, turning the market into a pattern of light and shadow in the day, at night, different, the lanterns along the lane, the few lanterns that stay on after the market closes, their warm light on the stone, on the sacks, on the jars, on the shuttered stalls, the light that has always been in this lane, in one form or another, the oil lamp of the old Medina, now the electric lantern that mimics the oil lamp, that gives the same amber, the same warm, the same pool of light on the ancient stone. What the sacks hold, the sacks against the wall, the merchant sacks, the burlap sacks, the hessian, the cloth that is always held, the spices in this market, in every market, along the old trade routes, the sacks tied for the night, their contents still releasing through the cloths, the cumin sack, its smell, the pepper sack, the black pepper, piper nigrum, the spice that was worth its weight in gold in the medieval world, the spice that was the reason for the trade routes, that was the reason for the voyages, that was the reason Columbus sailed west, looking for the pepper root, finding the Americas. Instead, the pepper in the sack, in the corner, worth its weight in gold, once, now affordable, common in every kitchen, in every home, but still here in this market, in this sack, the same pepper from the same vines, in the same regions. As always, the cardamom, the green pods, their fragrance, eucalyptus and citrus and sweetness. Together, the cardamom that goes into the coffee, the kawa, the spiced coffee of the Middle East, the coffee that has always been spiced with cardamom in this part of the world, the cardamom in its sack, still fragrant, still releasing, in the dark market, a Chayamidi, 40 years, in this stall, Hamid, the spice merchant, who has been selling saffron and cumin and cinnamon and rose water and the 100 other spices that his grandfather's grandfather might have sold in a different city on the same trade routes. He knows every spice by smell, by color, by touch, the grade of the saffron, the difference between the Spanish saffron and the Iranian. The Iranian, better, he can tell by the smell, by the depth of the color. He can tell the age of the spice that has been too long in the light, has lost its color, its flavor, its power. He can tell, he knows, the way Priya knows the tea, the way Armand knows the cheese, the way every person in these stories knows their material by long, faithful daily handling. Hamid, knowing the spice, the way the spice has always wanted to be known, the trade, ROUTES, the spices in this market came from everywhere. The cumin from Egypt, from Syria, from the farms of the Levant, the cinnamon from Sri Lanka, the same hill country where Priya makes her tea, the same island, different product, different crop, both from the same red soil, both from the same Indian Ocean, the cinnamon that traveled from Sri Lanka across the Indian Ocean, through the Gulf of Aden, across the Red Sea, through the port, to the caravans that brought it here, the pepper from Kerala, the same Kerala where we were, on the houseboat, on the backwaters, the pepper from those forests, those hills, that pepper now here, in this sack, in this market, in this city, the spices that traveled the way the silk traveled, the way the tea travels, the way everything that is desired travels toward the desire, the stone, the floor of the souk, stone, old stone, the stone that has been under the feet of the merchants for centuries, the stone worn, the same stone as the lane in the medieval village where Isabel's apothecary is. Old stone, polished by passage, by the feet of 10,000 merchants, by the camel feet, before the camel was not allowed in the Medina, by the donkey feet, still allowed, the donkey still in the Medina, the small donkeys that carry the sacks through the narrow lanes where no vehicle can go, the stone under the donkey feet, under the merchant feet, under the buyer feet, under the tourist feet, under Hamid's feet. For 40 years, this stone that knows all of them, the night watchman, he walks the souk. Once at midnight, his name is Ratchet. He is 62. He has been walking this souk at midnight for 22 years. He is not security, not officially. He is the Qayyim, the guardian, the person the market trusts to walk it when it is sleeping. He walks slowly. He checks each stall, each lock, each shutter. He does not rush. There is no hurry. At midnight, in the souk, he has done this for 22 years. He is not afraid. He knows every inch of this market in the dark better than in the daylight. In the daylight, the market is full. The merchants, the buyers, the noise, the color, the smells. At midnight, just the smells, the stalls, the stone, the lanterns, the quiet. He walks, he checks, he knows. Everything is as it should be. He walks back to his room at the end of the souk, the room that has always been the watchman's room. At the souk's end, the saffron in the glass jar on Hamid's stall, behind the shutter, the saffron, the golden threads, the stigmas of the crocus sativus, the flower that blooms for 3 weeks in October in the fields of Iran, of Spain, of Morocco, the flower that blooms before dawn, that must be picked before dawn, before the sun opens the flower fully and damages the stigma. The picking at 4 in the morning, the way Pema makes tea. At 4 in the morning, the way the monks rise for the dawn prayer. At 4, the picking of the saffron. At 4, in the October fields, before the sun, by hand, always by hand, the 3 stigmas from each flower, pinched between the fingers, removed, dried, the saffron, 200,000 flowers. For 1 kilogram of saffron, 200,000 flowers, picked by hand, before dawn, in October, for the gram, in the jar, on Hamid's stall, in the souk, at night. What the market, Aryamim BRS. This market, the Souk El Atarin, has been a spice market for a very long time. The precise date, uncertain. The Medina, founded in in the 8th century. The market, perhaps as old as the Medina, 1,000 years, perhaps more, of spice trading. In this lane, the market remembers the way the schoolhouse remembered, the way the observatory remembered, the way the apothecary remembered. In the stone, in the wood, in the air, 1,000 years of the spice smell. In the stone, the cumin of the year 1000, still faintly. In the stone, below the cumin of this year, the market, holding all of it, all the years, all the spices, all the merchants, all the transactions, the exchange of the goods and the money and the news and the stories, the caravans that stopped here, the merchants who slept here in the caravanserai beside the market, the goods that passed through on their way to somewhere else, the market that received all of it, that holds all of it in its stone, in its wood, in its air, the perfume beside the spices, the perfume, the attarine, the perfume merchants who give the souk its name, the essential oils, the rose oil from the Dade's Valley, the Valley of the Roses, where the roses are grown for their oil, the pink roses of Morocco that bloom in May for 3 weeks, the rose petals gathered before dawn, before the heat that would destroy the most delicate of the volatile compounds, the petals gathered, steamed, distilled, the oil rising from the still, the rose oil, the most precious of the flower oils, 4 tons of petals for 1 kilogram of rose oil, 4 tons of rose petals gathered by hand before dawn for 1 kilogram, the rose oil in its tiny bottle on the perfumer's shelf, the worth of all those petals, all those dawns, all those hands in a small glass bottle, in the souk, in the dark, still fragrant, still present, still the rose, in another form, growing still. The market is quiet, the last merchant gone, the lanterns low, the sacks tied, the jars closed. Ratchet has walked his round. He has gone to his room. The souk, in its own quiet, the smell still everywhere, the saffron, the cumin, the cinnamon, the rose water, the rose oil, the cardamom, the pepper, all of them still releasing into the market air. If thoughts are arriving, and they probably are, because that is what minds do, they are not staying long. The spice takes them, the spice that has always taken what the mind produces, in a market that has been here for 1,000 years. The thoughts come, you notice them, the spice receives them, as the cumin receives the heat of the pan, gives back something more than it received, something richer, something deeper, something that was always in it, but needed the heat to reveal. You don't need to hold any of them, just the market, just the stone, just the lanterns, just the sacks, just the saffron in the jar, worth 200,000 flowers and 4,000 dawns. Peace lives in this market, in the saffron and the cumin and the cinnamon and the rose oil. And Hamid's 40 years of knowing the spice by smell. Tonight it is yours. Good night. You are doing so beautifully. The day is done. You came to the market tonight. Hamid was locking his stall, the last to leave, as always. The lanterns were low on the stone. The smell found you before you entered, the saffron and the cumin and the cinnamon and the rose water and the pepper and the cardamom. All of them in the air. Still, the market received you, as spice markets have received travelers for 1,000 years, with the lanterns and the stone and the sacks, and the smell that is the most vivid and ancient and deeply human smell of any market on earth. Carry it with you on the days when the world seems without flavor, the days when everything has gone flat and nothing seems to taste of anything. Remember the saffron. Remember 200,000 flowers. Remember 4 tons of rose petals. Remember that the most precious things require the most, and give everything. You know the way here now, but tonight you are already here. The lanterns are low. The spices are in their sacks. The stone is under you. Sleep now, deeply, completely. You deserve every saffron gold, cumin warm, cinnamon sweet, rose soft, market deep moment of this rest. Every single one. Good night. Sleep well. The market through the night. The spices at night. The spices in their sacks, in their jars, in the dark market, still releasing the volatile compounds that are the smell, still moving through the dark air of the covered lane. The spice smell never stops, cannot be stopped. The spice, its molecules, always moving into the air, the warm air of the covered market, warm even in winter. The stone holding the day's warmth, the spice releasing into the warm air. The market at midnight, still fragrant, still the market, even without the merchants, even without the buyers. The spice being itself, without anyone to smell it. The trade route dream. If the sacks could speak, the sacks would tell a long story. The cumin that came from Syria, the journey, the road, the hands that filled this sack in the market, in Damascus or Aleppo, the hands of the farmer in the field, in the Levant, who grew the cumin, who harvested it, the hands of the middleman who bought it, who transported it, the hands of the wholesaler who sold it to Hamid, the hands of Hamid who placed it in this sack, in this stall, in this city, on this lane, the hands, all the hands, in the journey of the common, from the field to the market, each one adding to the story, the sack holding all of those stories, the spice carrying all of those hands, the caravanserai behind the souk, the old caravanserai, the inn of the caravans, the building where the merchants slept, where the camels rested, the great courtyard with the well, the rooms around the courtyard, the rooms for the merchants, the stalls in the lower level for the camels, the caravanserai that has been here as long as the market that received the caravans, as the market received the goods, two things together, the place to trade and the place to rest, the market and the caravanserai, always together along the trade routes, the merchants who spent their lives on the road, who needed the place to stop, to rest, to trade, the caravanserai, now a hotel or a cultural center or a museum, but the building still there, still the courtyard, still the well, still the rooms, still the structure that received the travelers who needed rest, what Hamid carries home. He walks through the Medina at night, the lanes, narrow, old, lit by the lanterns of the old city. He carries the smell with him, the spice smell that is in his clothes, in his hands, in the skin of his hands. After 40 years in the spice market, the smell is him, or he is the smell, hard to separate. He passes the neighbors who can always tell when Hamid is near, the smell that precedes him, the cumin, the saffron, the cinnamon, the particular combination of his 40 years, his family in the house at the lane's end. No, when he is coming, before he arrives, the smell always before him, the smell that is his life, his work, his 40 years, his grandfather's work, his father's work, the smell carried in the lane every night through the Medina, home, the morning opening, 6 in the morning, the call to prayer, the Fajr, the dawn call from the mosque beside the market. The merchants begin to arrive at 7. Hamid, first, he is always first, as he is last, the first to arrive, the last to leave. His grandfather's habit, his father's habit, his habit. He unlocks the shutter opening, the smell coming out, more intense, having been contained all night by the shutter, now released into the morning air of the Medina, the spice smell, finding the morning, finding the lane, finding the other merchants, arriving one by one, finding the first buyer who comes early, who knows to come early before the heat, before the crowd, the first buyer standing at Hamid's stall, the smell, finding the buyer, the same smell that has found every buyer in this market for 1,000 years. The saffron fields in October, in Iran, or in Spain, or in Morocco. The saffron fields in bloom, the purple crocus as far as the eye can see. The fields, purple before dawn, the pickers in the dark, moving through the rows, their hands finding the flowers by touch in the dark before the sun, pinching the stigmas, the 3 thin threads from each flower, moving to the next, the rhythm of the picking, hand to flower, thread to basket, hand to flower, thread to basket, for hours before the sun rises, before the heat, before the delicate chemistry of the stigma is damaged by the warmth. The pickers in the purple dark, their hands finding the saffron that will travel to Hamid's jar, in the souk that will travel to the kitchen of the city, that will go into the tajin, into the rice, into the cup, into the body, into the warmth that the saffron gives, the golden warmth of 200,000 flowers, picked by hand before dawn. The street cat in the souk at midnight, the cat, the Medina cat, the cat that belongs to no one and everyone, the cat of the market that Ratchet feeds every night after his round, the cat that has been in this market, its predecessors, for as long as the market has been here, the cat that keeps the market free from the mouse that would find the sacks, that would find the spices, the cat doing what the cat does in every market, in every granary, in every place where the stored food needs protecting. The cat, the oldest employee of every market in the world, the cat in the souk at midnight, looking at you from the darkness of the lane, its eyes, the lantern light in its eyes, the old gold of the cat's eye, in the amber of the market lantern, the cat watching without judgment, without expectation, simply here. The market is dark, the lanterns are low, the sacks are tied, the jars are closed, the saffron In its jar, 200,000 flowers. Waiting, Hamid, walking through the Medina. Home, the smell before him, Rachid in his room. At the souk's end, the cat on the stone, watching the spices still releasing into the dark air. The cumin, the cinnamon, the rose water, the pepper, the cardamom, the saffron, all of them being what they are in the dark, whether anyone smells them or not. And the stone, 1,000 years of the same smell in the stone, and you are sleeping deeply, completely, peacefully in the spice market after the last merchant has left. The smell everywhere, the most fragrant air in the world, and the stone holding everything. This is exactly where you should be. This is exactly what you deserve. Every saffron gold, cumin warm, cinnamon sweet, rose soft, market deep moment. Every single one. You are safe. You are held. You are at peace. Good night, dear friend. Sleep well. Sleep deeply. Good night, and